The Camp Nou renovation is running 2 races at once right now. On the outside, decorative slats are going up at the north goal. And for the first time, this stadium is starting to look like what it's going to be. On the inside, the first complete compression ring block is finished. 6 pillars, 15 phalanges. People are already walking on it. This week, we got inside both stories, and the gap between them tells you everything. Let's start at the north goal, and this is the update that's going to hit hardest visually. The decorative slats are going up, and they are transforming the look of this stadium in real time. Tower crane number 5 is actively moving material around the north goal diamond, the one shaped like a ship, which some people have started calling the Titanic. And the first series of slats is nearly at its final stage of installation. There's already a yellow slat in there that stands out against the rest, almost certainly used for visual contrast within the overall design. The first VIP ring has its glass panels installed. The second ring is still open, but the story here isn't the glass, it's the color. The north goal is finally coming to life. And if what's happening there is any indication, the rest of the stadium's exterior is about to follow fast. Now to the headline. The first complete block of the compression ring is finished. And standing inside it this week, you can actually see what that means at human scale. 6 pillars, 6 radial beams, 2 bracing structures with both a diagonal rostra and a longitudinal tie beam, 15 phalanges, all in place. That is one of 4 identical blocks that will eventually ring the entire stadium. And along the top of this structure, a protective fence has already been installed on both sides, turning the assembled ring into a kind of elevated walkway, what the field team is calling the Rambla of the Gadgets. Safety first, obviously. But it also tells you this structure is real, it's load-bearing, and people are already walking on it. Now the only question is whether they start the next block right here in the lateral section or jump to another sector entirely. That question about the next block isn't just curiosity. It has real scheduling implications. The signs on the ground this week point toward the lateral section continuing. Extra bracing has been installed in the lateral sector, and more has appeared near the north goal. Tower crane 2 was spotted handling what looks like a support piece for a ball joint, a rotula, over in the south goal zone. If that's what it is, it would mean preparations for a new compression ring block are already underway there too. But this is still an interpretation. Nothing is confirmed. What is clear is that materials are stacking up fast in the lateral sector. Pillars, radial beams, phalanges, formwork. The evidence leans strongly toward the compression ring, continuing outward before a full new block drops somewhere else. Inside the stadium, the third tier of seating is essentially complete. The webcam footage this week showed something that's been a long time coming. No visible gaps, no patches of open sky cutting through the upper bowl. The full ring is closed, with only a handful of deliberate openings left in the tribune section to allow cranes to pass materials through. Those gaps won't last much longer. Workers are currently finishing the structural joints, and waterproofing comes next. The first pieces of the second LED ring have also been spotted and installed. And in the tribune sector, a support structure for a large screen is now confirmed and in place. A detail that might seem minor, but genuinely changes the atmosphere of this stadium on match day. Moving images do something to a crowd that static walls simply can't. Over in the lateral section and the south goal, the VIP ring enclosure work is continuing at a measured pace. The lower parts of both VIP rings already have glazing in place. The upper sections are being clad with what appear to be sandwich-type panels, similar in profile to what's being used in the trucks area, though the exact material specification hasn't been confirmed. Up at the south goal corner, the substructure to support decorative slat installation on one section is now in place. The south goal diamond itself, the corner structure, is still structurally bare inside. The concrete is done and the form is solid, but interior fit-out hasn't started. The future store in that corner is getting doors installed gradually, which the field team flagged as the final stage before external enclosure is complete. Something worth slowing down on this week. The upper diamond areas, the future store spaces, are going to have greenery on top, not grass, artificial or otherwise. Based on what's visible on site, with soil separators already installed on the slabs, this will be shrubs and aromatic plants. The renders have shown it for a while, but seeing the substrate preparation in place makes it feel real. Meanwhile, the other diamond areas are still primarily stockpile zones, cores, slabs, structural material, because the commercial priority right now is getting the store and cafe open as quickly as possible to start generating revenue. The south goal, lateral diamond interior remains rough concrete. The north goal diamond is active with crane movement, but similarly unfinished inside. The visual payoff on these spaces is still some way off. A few things worth flagging that don't fit neatly elsewhere. The third phase of the parking area is being leveled, but it's not close to opening. The field team called it, fairly bluntly, the parking lot that could have been. Mobile broadcast units have taken over a significant portion of the existing lot. The basketball courts from the daily sports zone are visible nearby. Inside, the press offices are still sitting on the pitch side of the stands, occupying a large chunk of tribune space. There are plans to relocate them to the third tier, which is their permanent home. But getting the access permits for that level is expected to be complicated and isn't happening before next season. It's a reminder that even as the structure rises, the operational details of running a working stadium mid-renovation create their own friction. So, here's where the new Camp Nou stands this week. The first compression ring block is complete, a genuine structural milestone that marks the transition from individual components being lifted into place to a finished, walkable section of the stadium's future roof support. Decorative slats are visibly transforming the north goal from a raw construction zone into something that looks for the first time like what this stadium is going to be. And the third tier of seating is effectively closed. The upper bowl is there. The deeper question that opened this video: is this project moving fast enough, and is the sequence under control? Got a clearer answer this week than most. 1 block down, 3 to go. The lateral section looks like it continues next, and the team on the ground is clearly executing to a plan. Next week, we'll be watching whether that crane work at the south goal confirms a second block is starting. If you want to know the moment that second compression ring block officially starts, subscribe to GOAT Stadiums. We'll be back on site next week with the answer.